I had this imaginary friend. He tried to kill me a few times. I'll nick you in the head, he said. Almost took my life a few times. Don't go to bed, he said. It took me a bit to realize, he wasn't real. We had a lot in common, him and I. More than I'm comfortable with. I think something is wrong with me. And you know what? He agrees. I keep coughing up ash from my train of thought crashing from the mahogany building on the roadside. Some say that's where it all began. Filters never really existed. How can you tell? He says. Stop giving me adult, Mom. I don't need it. I don't know. I just don't need it. Some things have common factors. Sometimes perspective creeps up on you like a canary in a coal mine. Better hold your breath. He might not hold his tongue. He might hold a grudge. The air is too thick to cut loose, too thick to cut this tension. I feel every time I look under the bed, there are monsters. Who knew one slipped me quarters or teeth I couldn't hold onto anymore? My teeth are growing old, yet still some have stories when they kiss the poisons I put into my body. Sing for your love. Maybe we can all grow old and happy. And I just hope I don't have dentures. I don't want to join the inevitable beauty of cultured youth, some call pressure. Just take my hand. Pray on your God, not on the weak. We're not raptors, he says. We don't live in zoos, he says. Don't feed the animals, he says. I feel like the day and night exhibit. Childhood innocence isn't something to forget, more of a preamble to innocent lynching. I wanted it to be this way, that way, this way, that way. Puberty is a twister. Right foot blue, left hand green. I'm not a hurricane, I'm blindly rushing to the eye. I'm trying to watch this. What the hell is this? If fairies don't exist, why do I leave pixie dust everywhere? Thank you, he says. So why do I feel hollow inside? My ears fade away and sighs become more tainted with disappointment. Yeah, I was that awkward kid in class who sat in the back and never said nothing. Well, I'm talking now, aren't I? Aren't I saying something to you? Shut up, he says. I almost left this dust. I've been judged more times than I've been broken. Broken a law, broken a sweat, broken a promise, broken a record just let you give me the prize. You. Yeah, that's all I want. Just beautiful you. Happy you. Okay, maybe not all of you. Take a moment. Breathe in. We just get caught up in our little insecurities that forget the big picture. That maybe it's okay to cry. Strangely enough, I'm not allowed to cry. Be tough like me, he sneers. My troubles are wearing me out like Goodwill cardigans, turning my bones into gunpowder used for word ammunitions. Monster, it hisses at me. Are you scared now? It's just a thing that happens. I'm ridiculed by standards, by hallways, how I cross the street, avert your gaze. Hell, I ain't smiling until I can't see it anymore. Leave some trace of your grin in graffiti, behind a locked door, behind a ring. Plot this graph in an X in blotchy red ink. Find X, he tells me. Find yourself. Ruin me for good, why don't you? I love you. Count yourself lucky. Things add up. Multiply. I'm the constant variable of banter. I sometimes look in the mirror. I see him. My imaginary. My enemies. Myself. His eyes aren't real. Mine are. So he lifts up the paper and slowly tears up the contract. What side of the mirror are you? Maybe next time, I laugh.